Good morning. It's Wednesday, May 8th, about 6 a.m. Central Time. All right, the precious metals continue to slide after yesterday's softer session. Futures wait for more clues from economic data, Fed speakers, and outside market influences before determining the next market direction. The CME's Fed Watch tool shows swaps are pricing in about 50 basis points of interest rate cuts in 2024, a far cry from the 150 that we expected at the start of the year. The next FOMC meeting will be June 12th, so we're going to continue to look out for that. Now, looking at the U.S. equity markets, are sliding overnight. However, they are continuing to strengthen in May, with the Dow Jones looking to strengthen for its sixth straight trading session, extending its longest winning streak in 2024. The S&P 500 has rallied 9 out of the last 12 sessions, and the Nasdaq is about 1% away from new record highs. Now, looking at the S&P 500, futures have taken a breather at that level that we identified, 52.10 up to 52.20. That's going to be your first level of resistance. So it leaves the door open for 51.86. That's the next likely support level, which corresponds with the 50-day moving average. For those of you that shorted yesterday, I would suggest that that would be your first line in the sand here, 51.86. Now, if we do break below 51.80, it could open a door for a deeper correction down to 51.50 to 51.30. If the market could break out through this resistance, 52.20, most likely 52.40 would be your next major level resistance up to about 52.50. So futures are really waiting. And it's not only the S&P 500, but many other futures out there are waiting for the next catalyst, such as CPI next week or rising geopolitical tensions over in the Middle East. Now, looking at the crude oil futures, those are sliding overnight as futures funds have taken more of a bearish tilt on crude oil. On the futures contract, 76.10 remains your first level of support on the June futures contract, while a push above 79.50 could reopen up the door for a move to $80. Now, looking at the gold and silver markets, the US dollar has found some support and also two-year treasury yields. If you pull up a chart on it, we've seen a big slide in the dollar, big slide in the two-year yield, and then since then we've come up through a rising support level of a channel here, and futures are starting to put a bit of pressure here on the precious metals markets, but not significant pressure. Remember, gold and silver, even despite that big move up on Monday, we're still trapped within this trading range. So we're going to want to continue to monitor the prospects of an interest rate cut, and then also any kind of Middle East geopolitical tensions. Recently, both of those prospects for a Fed cut have diminished, and then also geopolitical tensions have diminished as well. Futures will need to break above 23.51 on the June gold contract in order to threaten some kind of move back to 2,400 and all-time highs. On the downside, the support level is about $23 lower, which is 2,300, and the pocket support goes down to the 50-day moving average at 23.80. Now, with this stalled rally, many of you that picked up futures on the on the May 2nd bounce here have taken a lot of those off, harvesting some of your gains. Looking at the silver market, 27.93 is your line in the sand. Where a break above that, you'll start to see the chasers come in and the ETF buying will continue to mount. That could push futures back up to the speculation that we're going to break back above the $30 level. Your critical level of support on silver, about $1 lower at 26.46. So that's going to be your 50-day moving average. My suggestion is if you see some kind of breakdown of those levels, you'll want to look to re-enter those futures contracts with a tight calculated risk stop based upon your own futures trading risk profile. If you got any questions, give me a call, and be sure to get the email version of this, because I'm going to start to include 3 additional markets each day that are on my radar that could provide actionable trading ideas going forward. So if you got any questions, or if you need to register for the email version of this, by phone number 312-858-7303. You'd also go to bluelinefutures.com and register for the Metals Minute, which will come to your email box every day. You got any questions, give me a call, 312-858-7303. Remember, futures option trading does involve risk of loss, may not be suitable to all investors. Good luck, good trading.